The year is 39-7. Earth is not the same anymore. Half the planet is gone, flooded, scorched, or frozen. The rest survives under heavy shields, hidden deep in the ground. Humanity has one enemy, the Thalrex Empire, an alien race that has destroyed 112 worlds. They want Earth next. A massive alien mothership appears in Earth's orbit. It's not a warning. It's a declaration of war. Earth has one chance. A message is sent from the UN command. We're not sending armies. We're sending 12. Scene 1. The alien viewpoint on the Thalrex mothership. General Korak watches the Earth through his curved black screen. He is old, proud, and undefeated. Korak's second in command laughs. 12 soldiers? Are they mad? No, Korak says. They're desperate. They had expected resistance, fleets, nukes, missiles. Instead, Earth sends a small ship. Inside are just 12 humans, standing silently. No heavy weapons. No fear. Alien officers whisper and chuckle. Korak watches carefully. His eyes narrow. They look wrong. He mutters. Scene 2. The drop zone, a burning wasteland on planet Draxer, the Thalrex war colony. The humans are dropped here. Toxic air. Acid rain. Roaring alien winds. The 12 stand still. No one speaks. No orders are given. Their eyes move like wolves, scanning prey. Each one wears the same uniform. Black, light armor, no insignia. Only a red stripe across the chest. Suddenly, one of them sniffs the air. North, he says. The others move. Fast and silent, not like soldiers, like predators. Scene 3. First blood at Outpost 49. Alien soldiers joke around. They have never lost a battle. They don't expect anything. But then, a shadow moves. A neck snaps. One scream. Then silence. By the time backup arrives, 17 Thalrex soldiers are dead. All with slit throats or crushed skulls. Security footage shows nothing but blur. Fast. Motion, claws, and something that looks inhuman. One surviving soldier whispers. They didn't shoot. They used their hands. Their teeth. Scene 4. Inside the human mind back on Earth. Dr. Ilara Jin watches the data feed. She knows what the 12 are. She helped make them. We couldn't win with humans, she says. So we stopped using humans. The 12 are not normal. They were born in labs, trained without emotion, fed with blood and rage. Each one is a hybrid, part man, part animal, part machine. They don't need orders. They don't need weapons. They are the last gamble of Earth. Scene 5. Alien Command Confusion General. Korak slams his fist on the table. How did 12 humans kill 312 of our best? His officers are scared now. This isn't a war. It's a hunt, and they are the prey. One alien tech zooms in on human movement patterns. They don't follow military formation, he says. They move like packs, like wolves. Korak whispers, no, wolves fear fire. These things don't fear anything. Scene 6. The message at dusk. A drone flies above the battlefield. It spots a human standing in the open. The man looks up. He's covered in blood. Some of it is not his. He doesn't hide. He walks slowly to the drone, stares at it with eyes that look too sharp, too cold. Then he speaks. You wanted war. You brought ships. We brought extinction. The drone explodes. Scene 7. The fire spreads all. Across Draxer, the 12 move fast. They don't sleep. They don't rest. They don't speak again. Outposts fall. Cities burn. Aliens try to flee, but their ships are grounded. Their own systems are hacked, but not by Earth. By one of the 12. She is not a soldier. She is a tech predator. She doesn't break firewalls. She eats them. Scene 8. The legend grows. Alien prisoners are taken, not by the humans, but by terrified civilians. One prisoner cries. They walked through fire. One man tore a tank open with his hands. Another says, they smiled while killing us. smiled like it was fun. The name Earth Beasts begins to spread, at first as a joke, then as a curse, then as a warning. Scene 9, internal breakdown in the Alien Command Center. Fear grows. The army wants to retreat. The Empire wants to cover it up. The civilians want to surrender. Korak yells. They are only 12. But deep inside, even he knows, they are not 12 humans. They are 12 weapons, and they are just beginning. Scene 10, final blow on the 7th night. The Thalrex launch an all-out strike. Mechs, drones, tanks, airships, all target the humans. It doesn't work. The humans are already inside the command center. How? Nobody knows. Explosions, screams, chaos. Blood on walls. Korak finds himself alone. He hears footsteps, slow, calm. A woman walks in. Her skin glows slightly. Her eyes are pitch black. You broke 112 worlds, she says. Now feel what it's like to be broken. She doesn't shoot him. She just watches. And Korak screams. Epilogue back on Earth. The skies are quiet. The people don't cheer. They don't even know. The war is over before it began. The 12 return, quietly, without fame. They are not heroes. They are weapons. One child sees them walking through a field. He waves. One of them pauses. For a moment, it almost smiles, but then it walks on, back into the shadows. Waiting for the next war. The Thalrex Empire had faced strong enemies before. Some screamed in rage. Others begged for mercy. But these 12? They never spoke, not during the battle, not while killing. Not even after. They were just quiet, too quiet, and that made them more terrifying. Scene 1. Surveillance review. General Korak sits in the dark, watching the recorded footage from the first week. 12 humans, 12 shadows. They don't talk. No radios. No signs. No hand gestures, but somehow, they move perfectly, in sync. Like one mind in 12 bodies. Are they reading each other's thoughts? One officer asks. Another whispers. Maybe they don't need to speak. Maybe they just feel like animals. Scene 2. What the prisoner side. Thalrex scout, the only survivor from Outpost 81, lies in the medical bay. His body shakes. His eyes won't focus. He mutters again and again. They don't talk. They don't blink. They smell like death. Asks him, what happened? The scout replies, we heard footsteps. Then silence. Then we died. But you didn't. I played dead. I felt him sniff me, like a beast, like a hunter. Then he left. The doctor blinks. Why? The scout whispers, because he knew. I was already broken inside. Scene 3. Flashback. Earth's secret program years before. Deep under Antarctica, there was a hidden facility called the Black Nest. 12 children were raised there. Not as humans, but as weapons. No names. No families. No comfort. Only training, pain, and silence. They were not allowed to speak. Any sound was punished. They were taught to listen to movement, breathing, and blood flow. They learned to kill in darkness, to strike without warning. They were not brothers or sisters. But they were a pack, and the pack had no need for words. Scene 4. Alien Lab Autopsy on Draxer. Alien scientists examine one of the fallen humans. What they find is horrifying. 2 hearts. Reinforced bones like steel. Lungs adapted for both oxygen and acid-rich air. A brain that shows dual activity. Logic and instinct running separately, like 2 minds in one. This isn't evolution. The head scientist says, this is design. Suddenly, the body twitches. Its eyes open. Then silence. All the scientists in the room are found dead. 20 minutes later. No alarms were triggered. Scene 5. The Silent Hunting Forest. Sector 9. A Thalrex unit of 50 elite soldiers hunts the humans. Using heat scanners, suddenly, all scanners go black. Then one soldier vanishes. Then another dot, then another dot. No. Screams. No gunfire. Only the sound of wind. And breathing. The last soldier sees something crouched in the trees, not standing, but crawling like a panther, eyes glowing. Smiling. He runs. He doesn't make it far. Scene 6. General Korax Plankarak calls for new units. Bring in the mind readers. We must understand how they think. But when the telepaths link with the humans, they scream and go mad. One falls to the floor, crying blood. There is no thought, he screams. Only hunger, only instinct. They don't think, they feel. Korax starts to understand. These humans are not soldiers. They are weapons, living weapons. Scene 7. A glimpse of the packing the mountains of Sector 13. The 12 gather around a fire, the only light for miles. They still do not speak. One sharpens a blade made from alien bones. Another paints war symbols using blood. They rest. But their eyes remain open. Not one blink, not one sound. Then, as if connected by invisible signal, they all rise. It is time to hunt again. Scene 8. The tech predator speaks. One of them is different. She moves like the others, but her fingers twitch constantly. She is known as Cypher, the digital beast. When she finds an alien terminal, she doesn't hack it, she stares at it. And the screen goes dark. Later, a transmission is found across the alien system. We were made quiet, so you could scream. No one knows how she sent the message. She never touched the keys. Scene 9. Alien morale cracks in the central city of Draxer. Fear spreads like infection. Alien soldiers stop patrolling. Commanders refuse to go out at night. Lights are left on all day. Every corner feels dangerous. Shadows seem deeper. Silence becomes unbearable. Even music is banned. It attracts them. One captain loses his mind and shoots his own squad. Thinking one of them was a human. He was wrong. But the human was watching from the ceiling. Scene 10. The leader revealed within the pack. There is one who walks slightly ahead of the others. He is taller, slower, colder. He is known as Gravemind. No record shows who he was. No DNA match exists. Some say he is not even human, but something older. He has never spoken. Until now. After killing 87 aliens in a single base, he carves 3 words into the wall. We are listening. Then vanishes. Scene 11. Earth's silence on Earth. The leaders monitor the war. No communication from the 12. No signals. But every 24 hours, a single number appears on the screen. Total enemies eliminated. That is all. No victories celebrated. No updates. Only numbers. Cold. Precise. Unstoppable. Scene 12. Resistance fails the Thalrex. Empire sends one last elite unit, the Vernax, known as Shadow Eaters, experts in fear and stealth. They think they are the hunters, but they walk into a trap. The humans leave no corpses this time, only symbols drawn in alien blood. One by one, the Shadow Eaters vanish. In the last Vornax's body cam footage, a whisper is heard. You can't hide from silence. Scene 13. The last broadcast before the last base falls. Korax sends a final message to all Thalrex systems. Do not fight humans. Do not enter Earth space. They are not a species. They are ... Silence given form. Then the signal ends. 3 seconds later, the command tower explodes. Epilogue. The sound of nothing. The war ends. No peace treaty. No surrender. Just ... Silence. 12. Soldiers. No voices. No songs of victory. Just shadows. Returning to Earth. Back into their black chambers. Back into the quiet. They sit alone. No words. No smiles. Just ... waiting. Because silence isn't over. It's just the beginning. The Thalrex expected human soldiers, weak, emotional, slow. They thought the humans would fall quickly. But now, their cities are in ruins. Their elite warriors are dead. And fear spreads like wildfire. Because these humans, they don't feel pain. They don't show mercy. And they don't die like normal beings. They look human on the outside, but inside, they are something else. Something beastly. Scene 1. The autopsy inside a high-security alien lab. Scientists surround a dead human body. It was the first one they managed to recover, still half alive when found. The lead scientist, Savar, begins the scan. His voice trembles. This is not human. The bones are twice as dense. The skin is layered with a second armor-like tissue. The blood is thicker, almost black. The teeth? Sharper than any predator on record. He opens the chest cavity. 2 hearts beat slowly. Even in death. One scientist gasps. This ... This thing isn't dead. Suddenly, the eyes open. And all the lights in the lab go out. Scene 2. The beast awakens 20 minutes later. The lab is silent. Security enters. Every scientist is dead. Bodies torn apart. Walls covered in blood. But there was no sound. Number. Screams. No alarms. The human body is gone. Only one thing is left behind. A message scratched into metal. Written in alien blood. You open me. Now we open you. Scene 3. The flashback. Earth's experiments deep underground on Earth. Years before the war, Project Red Corps was created. It was top secret. Hidden even from most governments. Why? Because they weren't just training soldiers. They were building predators. Using CRISPR gene editing, they mixed human DNA with wolf for pack instinct, crocodile for bone strength, shark for blood sensing, snake for silent movement, eagle for vision, octopus for adaptability. 12 test subjects survived, and they were no longer human. Scene 4. Training the beasts inside. The Black Nest facility. The 12 were raised like animals. Cages. Electro-shock for disobedience. Meat-only diet. Fights to the death. Only the strongest survived. They didn't read books. They studied prey. They didn't play games. They learned to stalk. They weren't taught language, just one command: hunt. Scene 5. Back on Draxer. Field reports. Alien officers gather around a hologram map. One by one, red lights blink. Lost outpost. An officer says, "We had 500 soldiers there." Korak replies coldly, "Now you have none." A tech shows a video feed recovered from a helmet cam. One human is seen crawling upside down on the ceiling. He drops silently onto an alien's back, rips out the spine, and vanishes into the dark. Another soldier turns, only to see eyes in the smoke. Then the feed cuts out. Scene 6. Psychic analysis. Desperate, the Thalrex call on their most powerful mind reader, a creature named Vixera. She links her mind to one of the 12. From a distance, her face changes instantly. She starts screaming. Blood pours from her eyes, nose, and ears. She collapses dead. Before dying, she speaks one sentence. They don't have one mind. They have 2. The room falls silent. Scene 7. Inside the beast's mind. Earth's scientists had created something unique. Each human had 2 systems inside. A human mind for planning, strategy, and memory. A beast mind for rage, instinct, and killing. When calm, they observe. When triggered, the beast takes over. Their eyes change, their breathing slows, and they become unstoppable. Scene 8. The transformation in City Sector 7. Thalrex snipers prepare an ambush. They spot one human moving alone, a female. She walks slowly. Unarmed, they fire. She falls. Cheers. But then her body twitches, her bones shift. Her back cracks open slightly, revealing sharp bone-like spines. She stands, eyes glowing yellow. She leaps over 50 meters in one move. The snipers don't survive. Scene 9. Naming the nightmare. The Thalrex civilians begin calling the 12 skin demons ghost predators. Night wounds humans in name on Lithe. Name that spreads the fastest is skin beasts, because they wear human skin. What's inside? It's something else entirely. Scene 10. Inside the nest the 12 make. A temporary nest inside an abandoned alien bunker. They don't talk. They rest. Eat. Heal. One of them, the youngest called Pulse, begins drawing on the wall with alien. Blood. The drawing shows a planet. Not Earth. Not Draxer, a new one. Their next hunt. They are not here just to defend Earth. They are here to learn how to invade. Scene 11. Mutation signs alien medics. Examine wounded survivors. One soldier screams that a human bit him now. His veins are turning black. His senses are changing. He starts smelling things from far away. He breaks his cuffs with ease. He is becoming something else. The medics try to contain him. They fail. The infection spreads. Earth's beasts don't just kill. They convert. Scene 12. Earth responds. Dr. Elara Jin, creator of the project, watches the footage. She is quiet. Then she says, "They're evolving faster than we predicted. They're adapting to alien environments, learning new ways to kill. They're no longer under control." General asks, "Should we recall them?" She shakes her head. "You can't recall a storm." Scene 13. The Queen's fall. The Thalrex Queen arrives to take command. She is ancient, powerful, and telepathic. She believes she can stop the beasts. She summons them. They arrive not in fear, but in hunger. She tries to control them with her mind, but it fails. The pack surrounds her throne. They do not kill her quickly. They make her understand. They open her mind and fill it with every image of death, pain, fear, and fire they've caused. Her mind breaks before her body does. Scene 14. Final warning. The pack leaves a message, broadcasted across the galaxy. "We were made to end you. We are not your enemies. We are your future." Galactic leaders across other planets panic. Some prepare for defense. Others begin offering alliances to Earth, hoping to avoid the same fate. But Earth never responds, because Earth doesn't control the beasts anymore. They control themselves. Epilogue. The mask of flesh in the ashes of Draxer. Only the 12 remain. They walk through fire, quiet as ever. Their skin burns but heals fast. Their eyes watch the stars. They are not done. Not tired. Not satisfied. They are just beginning. One of them finds a mirror. He looks into it. A human face stares back, but behind the eyes, something else smiles. Prologue. The calm before the storm. The war was no longer just about survival. It had become a game, a deadly game. The 12 beasts from Earth had changed. No longer just defending. Now they were the hunters. The prey. Everyone. Scene 1. The first target in the ruined city of Vexen. A squad of elite alien soldiers patrols the streets. They know the humans are near, but they don't know how close. Suddenly, a shadow moves. Nothing but a flicker, then silence. A soldier falls without a sound. No gunfire. No screams. Only the echo of footsteps disappearing. The others don't see the attacker, but they feel the fear. Scene 2. Tracking the Predator. Captain Rel leads the hunt. His orders are clear. Find the beasts. Kill them, using advanced sensors, drones, and psychic scouts. They search, but the beasts are smarter. They use the environment, shadows, wind, darkness. One drone picks up a heat signature. Then it disappears. Suddenly, the drone explodes. No warning. Hunt becomes a trap. Scene 3. The pack moves. The 12 move as one. No words. No noise. Just pure instinct. Each member knows their role. They surround the city, cut off escape routes. The prey has nowhere to run. Scene 4. The hunter's mind inside the leader Graveman's mind. A storm rages. He sees the world differently. Every heartbeat is a clue. Every breath a secret. He can predict moves before they happen. He is the hunter. The others follow. Scene 5. Alien fear grows. News spreads across Draxer. Entire cities refuse to leave their homes, markets close. Soldiers refuse patrols. The beast's reputation grows. They are no longer just enemies. They are legends. Scene 6. The ambush rel squad thinks they have an advantage. They set traps. They use noise to flush the beasts out. But the beasts are patient. They wait, then strike. One by one. Soldiers disappear. No shots fired. No struggle heard. Just silence. Scene 7. Inside the beast's world pulse. The youngest explores a building. She moves silently. Her eyes scan. She smells fear. She senses prey nearby. She crouche is. Waits. Strikes. The hunt is perfect. Scene 8. Communication breaks. Alien commanders lose contact with rel squad. No messages. No calls. Only silence. Panic spreads. Scene 9. The trap closes. The beasts push forward. They close the circle. One final stand. Rel prepares his team. They know they may not survive. Scene 10. The final fight in the heart of Vexen. Battle erupts. Gunfire. Screams. But the beasts do not fight like humans. They move faster. Stronger. Smarter. They disappear and reappear. Kill without mercy. Scene 11. The aftermath when the sun rises. Vexen is quiet. No survivors. Only the 12 remain. Their eyes cold. Their mission clear. Scene 12. A new threat far away. New signals emerge. Others like the 12 exist. Other packs, other beasts. The hunt has only begun. Epilogue. The endless hunt. The 12 look to the stars. They know their future. They know their purpose. They are not just survivors. They are hunters. And the galaxy is their prey. Prologue. The galaxy trembles. The 12 beasts were no longer on Earth. They had crossed the stars. Their hunger was growing. The galaxy's peaceful worlds were about to be shattered. Scene 1. Arrival at Navarus was a rich mining planet. Known for its peaceful people and abundant resources. The people never expected war. Suddenly, without warning, shadows fell over the skies. Massive ships appeared, not alien fleets. No doubt these were silent ships. They carried the 12. Scene 2. Silent landing. Beasts did not land in open fields. They landed in the shadows of cities. At night. Like ghosts. No alarms triggered. No calls for help. By dawn, entire towns had vanished. Only silence remained. Scene 3. The first resistance. A small group of Novarian soldiers gathered, led by Commander Lyra. They were brave but unprepared. They tracked signs of the beasts. The ruined towns, the blood trails, strange symbols left behind. Scene 4. The beast strategy. Unlike normal invaders, the beasts didn't attack all at once. They split into smaller packs. They hunted quietly. They studied their prey. They adapted. Every failed attack made them stronger. Scene 5. A close encounter. One night, Lyra and her team patrol near the ruins. They hear a faint rustling. Suddenly, pulse drops from above. Her eyes glow in the dark. They fire, but she dodges with impossible speed. She kills silently. One by one, the soldiers fall. Only Lyra escapes. Scene 6. The warning. Lyra sends a message to the capital. The beasts are here. They are different. They don't fight like anyone I've seen. They are faster, stronger, and silent. We must prepare. We must unite. Her message is the first real alarm. Scene 7. Galactic Council meeting. World leaders gather in the Galactic Council. They listen to Lyra's report. Panic spreads. Some want to negotiate. Others want to attack immediately. But all agree on one thing. The beasts are a new threat. Scene 8. The scientists warning Dr. Ilara Jin, the creator of the 12, appears before the council. She warns. They are not just soldiers. They are living weapons. They think like beasts and humans at the same time. They adapt fast. They don't tire. Fighting them head-on is suicide. Scene 9. The first battle, the Galactic fleet prepares to attack Novaris. They bring heavy weapons, shields, and soldiers. The beasts don't fight. In open fields, they strike in small groups. They disappear before the soldiers can respond. The battle. Last days. Many soldiers die. The beasts lose only one. Scene 10. The new ally in the middle of the war. A new figure appears. A rogue alien named Kale. He knows the beasts. He once fought alongside Earth's scientists. He offers to help, he says. If you want to survive, you must learn to think like the beasts. Scene 11. Training the soldiers Kale trains. Soldiers in new tactics, silent movement, listening to nature, hunting in packs. Using fear as a weapon. Slowly, soldiers start winning small battles. But the cost is high. Scene 12. Betrayal in the ranks. Not all soldiers trust Kale. Some believe he is a spy. One night, an ambush kills many soldiers. Kale is blamed. He disappears. Scene 13. The beasts. Next move, the 12 gather. They no longer hide. They attack major cities. They tear down walls. They hunt in daylight. The galaxy watches in horror. Scene 14. Lyra's plan. Commander Lyra realizes they need a new strategy. Not attack. Not defend, but trap the beasts. She sends a message across the galaxy. Prepare the traps. Prepare the fire. The hunt is about to end. Scene 15. The great trap in the deserts of Novaris. The soldiers build a massive trap. Walls of fire. Electric nets. Sound traps. The beasts enter. They fight hard. Some fall. Some retreat. But Gravemind remains. Scene 16. Face to face. Lyra faces Gravemind. Their eyes lock. No words. Only silent understanding. She fires. He dodges. The battle is not just physical. It is mental. Scene 17. The unexpected. Ally returns. Kale returns. He reveals secrets about the beast's weakness, their dual minds, their need for silence. Lyra uses this knowledge. She traps Gravemind in a mental net. Scene 18. The turning point with Gravemind captured. The beasts lose coordination. They retreat. The galaxy breathes again. Epilogue. The war is not over. The 12 live. They wait. They watch. The hunt is far from over. But now, the galaxy knows. And they are ready. Prologue. The hidden truth. The galaxy was shaken by the beast's rampage, but few knew the truth behind their creation. Earth's darkest secret. A secret that could change everything. Scene 1. The lost archives, deep under Earth's surface, in an abandoned facility called the Vault. Dr. Ilara Jin accessed the old files. Dust-covered screens showed blueprints and logs. The files revealed the full story of Project Redcore, the secret genetic program. Scene 2. The beginning of the experiment in 2410. Earth's governments faced threats from alien empires. Normal armies were failing. The scientists proposed something new: super soldiers, beasts in human form. They used forbidden gene editing technology. The 12 were the first success. Scene 3. The cost. The price was high. The 12 lost their humanity. Their memories were fragments. Their minds split. One half human, one half animal. The scientists warned they might become uncontrollable. Scene 4. The escape. During the test, the 12 broke free. The facility was destroyed. Governments covered up the incident. The beasts vanished into the wild. Scene 5. The return. Now, centuries later, the beasts returned, not as soldiers, not as weapons, but as hunters. They had learned to control their instincts. Scene 6. Preparing the final battle. Commander Lyra and Kale prepared a united force. Earth, Novaris, and allied planets joined. Heavy weapons. New tactics. They would fight not just for survival, but for the future. Scene 7. The gathering storm. The beasts gathered near the planet Galdris. A final stand was coming. The sky turned dark. The air thickened. Scene 8. The battle begins. Explosions lit the horizon. Soldiers charged. The beasts attacked. With terrifying speed, Lyra led the front. Kale coordinated air support. Scene 9. The mind war. The beasts fought physically, but Lyra knew the real battle was mental. She used psychic technology to link minds. To fight the beast mind within. Scene 10. The sacrifice. One by one, soldiers fell. Kale was wounded. Lyra pushed forward. She found Gravemind. Scene 11. Face to face. Lyra and Gravemind clashed. Not just with weapons, but with will. She spoke to his human side, reminded him of who he once was. Scene 12. Breaking the beast. Gravemind hesitated. His beast mind roared, but the human mind listened. A moment of peace. Scene 13. The turning point. The other beasts faltered. Without Gravemind's lead, confusion spread. The soldiers pressed the advantage. Scene 14. The aftermath. Beasts retreated. Galdrus was saved, but the cost was high. Scene 15. A new dawn. Lyra stood on the battlefield. She looked to the stars. The beasts were still out there. Waiting. Watching. Scene 16. The warning. Dr. Ilara Jin appeared. She warned, "The beasts are born from us. They are part of our future and our past. We must learn to live with them or be destroyed." Epilogue. The future unknown. The galaxy was quiet, for now, but the hunt was not over. 12 beasts vanished into the shadows. Their story was far from finished. Prologue. Echoes of war. The war was over. Galdrus was free. But peace was an illusion. The beasts had disappeared, but not died. They had changed. Scene 1. The silence after the storm. Months passed. Destroyed cities began to rebuild. Children played again. The stars looked peaceful once more, but deep inside her heart, Commander Lyra felt it. They're still watching us. Scene 2. The search begins. Kale, still healing from the war, received a secret message from an unknown source. It read, "They are no longer 12. The blood has spread." He met Lyra in secret. "Something is happening," he said. "They left more than death behind." Scene 3. The new symptoms on Earth. Strange cases appeared. Children with glowing eyes. Teens with strange strength. Dreams of forests and battles. They were human. But something else too. The DNA of the 12 had somehow spread. Not by blood, but by memory. Scene 4. The awakening. One boy named Ryan felt it first. At night, he ran faster than any man. He could hear distant whispers. And in his dreams, he saw Gravemind standing still, watching him. Calling him. Scene 5. Government panic. The Galactic Council met again. What if they're multiplying? One leader asked, "Do we wipe them out?" Asked another. Dr. Ilara stood silently. Then she said, "They're not threats. They're the future." Scene 6. The first encounter in a forgotten forest on Earth. Rayan ran. He felt a pull, a presence. Then she appeared. It was Pulse, the youngest beast. Thought to be dead. She wasn't here to kill. She was here to teach. Scene 7. The truth about the beast's. Pulse sat near a fire and told him, "We were not born to destroy. We were born because the universe needed balance. You, Ryan, you are the next." The beasts had passed on something deeper than power. They had planted seeds. Seeds of evolution. Scene 8. The conflict grows. Not all humans were ready. Many feared. The new children. Riots broke out. The media called them Beastborn. Some were hunted. Killed. The line between man and monster blurred. Scene 9. Lyra's choice. Lyra saw both sides. She had fought the beasts. She had killed them. But now she saw children crying in cages, afraid of themselves. She broke ranks. She freed them. She became a fugitive. Scene 10. The hidden sanctuary. With Kale's help, Lyra built a sanctuary in the mountains. The Beastborn came there for safety. For training, for understanding. Pulse visited sometimes, but always stayed hidden in shadows. Scene 11. Gravemind returns one night. In the freezing wind, Gravemind appeared older, calmer. He had changed. He spoke to Ryan alone. "We failed because we fought with anger. You will succeed if you fight with purpose." Ryan asked, "Why me?" "Because you're not just one of us, you're better." Scene 12. The Council strikes. The Galactic Council declared the sanctuary illegal. They sent elite troops to destroy it. Missiles rained. Children screamed. But the Beastborn were ready, not to kill, but to protect. They stood together. Lyra led them into the fire. Scene 13. The new breed fights back. The battle was intense. Humans versus evolved humans. But the Beastborn didn't fight like the original 12. They used teamwork. Compassion. Even soldiers on the Council's side began switching teams. They saw the truth. These were not monsters. They were protectors. Scene 14. A world divided after the battle. The galaxy was split. Some still feared the new breed. Others believed in them. But one thing was clear. The era of normal humans was ending. A new age had begun. Scene 15. Pulses. Farewell. Pulse left a message before vanishing forever. "We were weapons. You are future. Build a world we never could." Scene 16. Ryan's mission. Ryan stood before a crowd of millions. Not as a beast, not as a boy, but as a leader. He said, "We are not beasts. We are not gods. We are change. And we will protect this galaxy. Together." Epilogue. The Legacy Lives. On years later, stories are told across galaxies of 12 shadows who became legends, and of one child who lit the spark for peace. The beasts may be gone, but their blood runs in the stars, and the hunt is over.